let me give you a quick little run through of what the office looks like, and then we gotta get to work. This is a perfect place to put a notepad. Now this table was actually in our laundry room. Look at this cute cast iron twine holder. Each insert pack will be like this. I get this question all the time. What whiteout do you use? So this is our time blocking spreadsheet. Hey guys, Charlani here. Welcome back to the vlog. So today we are going to do a quick little tour of the new changes that I've made to our office and my studio space, if you will. I'm really loving the way things are kind of coming together, and I knew that this space would be evolving as the business grew and as I added more products and needed more space for certain things. It's kind of like lifestyle stuff has gone out, business stuff has come in. So we've had to do a little bit of adjusting, bringing in more workspace. So I feel like I'm coming down with a little bit of a something. We had a coin show to go to for Rob's channel, Rob Finds Treasure. It's a coin show that we go to each year. He did so well. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here a while, especially during Vlogmas, because that's kind of when everything really came to a head. But my husband's been injured. Rob's been injured. He has some kind of nerve damage, and it's either the vagus nerve or an intercostal nerve, both of which are very hard to detect, like where the pain stems from. So right now it's just pain management, but he was able to travel. One of the biggest things is sitting upright and talking. Those are the two like main things that give him pain when he does it for a long time. Usually it's just like 2 hours on, an hour off. Like he needs to lay down and kind of let everything settle. But he did so well. We traveled there. It was about a 5.5 hour drive for us, including all the stops. We made like a bed in the back for him, so he was nice and comfy, which was great. So all of that, it ended up working out really, really well. But I feel like I might have come down with something. So when you see people only once a year and you're meeting new people, hugs, handshakes, germs are spread. So I kind of feel like I've got something going on. I'm gonna kind of see how today goes. If I need to pop on over to the urgent care so I can get a prescription of some kind of antibiotic, then I will do that, because I'm also prepping to head over to California here in just a few days to help my mom move. She's moving out of her apartment that she's been in for 10, 12 years, 11 years. So that's going to be an adventure. So these next few days for me are super important in getting as much stuff done. We'll talk about the launch. We'll talk about dates and things like that. I'll even give you a sneak peek of some of the new products that we're adding to the line, which I know I always say this, but I am so excited for it, because our Clipfolios, our planning system in the notepad form, has been such a hit, and so many of you guys are loving it. I love it too, and just adding binders is going to be an epic game changer for all of us. And it's coming together beautifully. I've also made myself superfoods, veggies. This is Shakeology, and it is literally one of the healthiest things you can put into your body. So this is the life we're living right now because we need all the vitamins and minerals and healthy goodies in this body. A lot of the main pieces are still where they are. Obviously, this bookcase, entertainment center, whatever you want to call that, it stays there because it's literally the only wall that it can fit on. But I am using it to kind of store our products and display everything. And I love, love, love the way it all looks. Now, I still have my home decor stuff up there. It'll be there until I figure out what else I want to do with it, or I need that space for product storage. We'll just kind of have to see. Especially with this next launch, I'm going to really know kind of what my spacing is. Like, I'm really thinking that all of these books right here, I'm probably gonna have to do something different with those, take them out of here, because hopefully we're gonna have custom binders that line that up there, kind of like how we do here. And as long as I can pull from all of my stock here, like I don't mind big boxes of things elsewhere, but I want to always try and keep these bins, these shelves, I want to make sure that I can keep those stocked so that when I'm packing orders, I am able to pull everything just from in this space and I don't have to go into a different room. Okay, so the first change I think would be this area right here. I switched out this table. Now this table was actually in our laundry room. I kind of was using it as like an island, but I needed deeper space here, which is what I got. I got an extra several inches, which makes the packing part so much easier for me. These are orders that I packed yesterday. We'll have to get these out later today. Let me turn this light on. But I do absolutely love, and it makes it so much easier, like I said, just to have those extra few inches. The table that was here is actually over there, and I'll show that to you here in just a minute. We've got all of our get started cards here, thank you notes, stickers, all of this stuff. But we've got these are the freebies. They are pen holders like this right here, and they'll hold a pen on whatever you want it to be on. So that's a little freebie situation. We've got our stickers up here. This board pretty much stayed the same, which totally works for me. We've got our tape dispenser here. We've got poly bags, envelopes, all of this stuff here. Now this is the last of our dark and moody to-do lists. These are the last of what we have. In fact, this order right here is filled with a bunch of these. So these are the ones that are discontinued. So if you like this design, go grab them, because once they're gone, they are gone. And then up here, I've got a bunch of pre-made boxes, which I'm finding it's hard for me to grab them. This is me on my tippy toes, and it's hard for me to grab them. So I've been using my yardstick and just kind of like popping them off. But that's where we're housing those. So when I need one of those boxes, I just pull one down and good to go. So this is kind of the shipping area in general. We've got all of our bubble mailers. We've got more of our poly bags here. Love these. We've got these poly bags. So those are the bubbles, and these are just regular poly bags. So that's here. Look at this cute cast iron twine holder. So I kind of like gift wrap my planners. So when you get a Clipfolio system, when you get a binder, when we launch those, I pretty much wrap everything, and I use twine to kind of seal it up, tie it up. And this has been a game changer. What I was doing was down here, I have this bag. It's kind of like a doctor's bag. And I would just pull the twine out of here and just pull it, and then it would just come up this way. But it kind of kept it nice and organized for me. This has been amazing. Amazon, I think it was like 20 bucks. And it came with these little scissors. These are my scissors that I had from before. And look, this comes with a mini pair. So cute. And then this is just kind of where the product wall starts. We've got our flip notebooks right here, weekly dashboard planning right there. We've got our 8.5 by 5.5 notebooks there, and then all of our planning notebooks here. Bookmarks, sticky notes, all of this stuff here. all of these notepads right here. I love these little drawers, and I love that these fit in here so perfectly. This is my color printer here, and we've got a black and white printer here, and I really like the way this area looks. Like, it's very functional, but I also think it's really pretty. And then moving over here, we've got, these are the discontinued. Like I said, we are definitely coming to the very end of all of our discontinued designs. I only have a couple of, these are the Mila Mai designs, just a little bit more colorful, but these are, we're done with this design altogether. So these are on our sale page on the website. We've got more designs here for the flip notebooks. And then these are our clip folio collections. I need to stock up a couple of them, although this is our last Kona brown clip folio that we have in stock. So just note if that's something that you want, you might want to grab it. And then we've also got just some extra things, some different papers right here. Now this is new, and this is just a cheapy little bin that I got at Target. And this is where I'm thinking we are going to keep all of our inserts. So each insert pack will be like this. So they're not very thick, but you're gonna put together, like you're curating your own planner. So you'll put together the ones that you want. But the way that I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna have to store them is something like this, and then I'll have tabs in between the different topics, because we have lots of different topics that you'll be able to choose from, subjects of the insert packs. Like, these are obviously the monthly inserts, but then you're also going to have weekly, daily. We're going to do a brain dumping, health and fitness. I can't even go into all of them. There's, again, so many of them, but I'm thinking we'll use this to store the inserts. These are empty. These are just like magazine things, so I put them there for now. I'm not sure that I'll keep them in here. But once we have this, because here's the thing, when I was really considering how many pages, because we're gonna have a printer print up all of our inserts for me. And I actually found a local printing company that I love, but when I started adding up the number of pages per insert times 50 or 100, depending on how many we decide to get, having 10,000 pages of inserts, that's a lot. So I haven't quite wrapped my head around what that looks like spatially. So we'll have to just kind of see when that order is ready for pickup, and we'll see how big or how much room I'm gonna need to store that. I'm also working on packaging stuff, and then in here I have a whole bunch of paper clip options. So I was just kind of playing with backing. I need to make backing cards for all of these clips, and these just hold your insert pages together for people who don't always want to hold pages together or separate pages out with a tab. You can totally do that with a really pretty paper clip or binder clip. Like, these are matte black binder clips. They're so pretty, and just lots of different options. But I think that's what's really cool about this next launch is I'm gonna have just a bunch of different options for you to add on. And I'm obviously trying to keep the cost down. And then whiteout, I get this question all the time. What whiteout do you use? So that's gonna be on the site too. I've got my paper cutter here, and this is my go-to all the time. This is for like heavy duty stuff. This is for cutting sticky notes in half, stuff like that. I decided to just keep it because I'm pretty sure at some point I will need a heavier duty paper cutter. It was already here. It would have been a pain in the butt to try and return it. So that's here, but this one I love, and I'm really finding that I'm going to this one a lot more often to cut down my pages. But this is where that other, so this was the original desk that was over there for the packing area, the packing station. We've moved it here. And I do have to say, I love it. I love that the sunlight comes in, and this is a great place to take photos and things like that. And there's still plenty of room to walk here, plenty of room to walk on that side there. We've got binders here. These are going to be ready for the launch. And then these are kind of like, not garbage cans. Well, that's kind of a garbage can. Those are inserts that I've played around with, printed out, tweaked stuff up. And then those are my personal to-do lists. When I'm done with them, I'll throw them in there. Here are our binders that we are launching soon. These are the custom binders that I'm so excited about. And I will say, so these are the same tropical bloom pattern as all of our clip folios, but obviously in binder form. But what I love most is that I created and designed the way the inside looks. And I love these pockets. They are perfection. And then on this side, we've got this big pocket right here. This is a perfect place to put a notepad, kind of like the one that I have here. Let me show you. But it looks like that. Love, 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 love. These are definitely works in progress, but like I said, I love the style of it. What we've been working on over the last couple weeks is getting this flap right. My guy Peter, he actually sent me a whole bunch of samples so I could kind of take a look and see what kind of closure I want. So we've got this kind where there's just a button here. We also had this kind which I designed. I was like, let's try this and just see, but I don't love it. I don't love that. What I do love though is this one right here. And if you can kind of see the texture of these, it's just so pretty and it's really soft. Everything is vegan or PU leather, and it's just very soft, wipeable, durable. Love them. And it would be this leather texture, but also in black. But look at the detail of this flap. I love it. And I just think that button itself is so pretty. So we're very much going for a neutral, kind of minimalistic. And I use the word minimalistic very loosely just because there's nothing minimalistic about layering your binders and planners and things like that, because it's a really pretty, pretty look. But I guess I could say a little bit more monotone, but you can add your color, whatever color you want, with different dashboards and inserts. And again, all things that I'm working on. But for our launch, I haven't decided yet. I will decide by the end of the day if we are launching with these binders, which will have our Live Happy label, the LHL monogram right here, and then our floral hibiscus right here. But I'm thinking that these are what we'll launch with, because I can get these really quickly. But the rings are a lot smaller. These are 17 millimeters. These are 35 millimeters. So that's going to be the difference, but I think for the first initial launch, it'll be fine. So we still have to make that determination for sure. I have a lot to do before launch, and today is the day that I've decided to make the decision on when we're going to do that. Not right this minute, but later today, after I've thought about it throughout the day, we'll decide when that's going to be, because again, we have a lot to do. And then the last thing I'll touch on that we will do for this next launch are new notepads. For those of you who are using our clip folios and you're going to move into the binder, because I also know that a lot of you are coming down to the very end of your weekly planner and you're kind of waiting for the binder launch to see if you're going to keep your planning system in the clip folio or if you're going to downsize a little bit, go into the binder system. But for those of you who are moving over, but you still want to use the Clipfolio, I'm going to have new notepads, and you got lines here, a couple of columns here, and then a grid down here. I love the way this looks, and yeah, I absolutely love it. We've got to get some work done, so I turned off the light. And I will also say that at nighttime, when I have like my mood lighting, this is a lamp here too, but when I have it all situated at night, it is literally the coziest place to work. All right, so let's get a little bit of work done. What I'm going to do first and foremost is I'm going to just write out my to-do list, my priorities for the day, because we have a ton to do today. Obviously, not all this gets done in a day. This is kind of like the to-do for the week. And then what I'll need to do is create one of these so that I can do like a for sure, this is the stuff that needs to get done. By the way, if ever you are pulling sticky notes off of a sticky pad, it doesn't matter if they're mine or any sticky pad out there, never pull it up like this, straight up like that, because it's always going to curl like that. And then when you go to put it down, it's always going to flip up like that. The best way to do it is pull from the side. So just hold it like that, pull it this way, like that. And then when you put it down, it lays flat. So just kind of an FYI in case you never knew that. This is our time blocking insert. So this is the weekly planner time blocking. We also will have just vertical where you're not going to have these lines right here. It's similar to this. It's a little bit different, but so you're going to have an option between a weekly planner, because here's the thing. Listen, you have lots of different options for planners, right? And planning systems, but I swear by 3 things that you have to have a planning system that is productive, super easy and simple to use. You can obviously level it up, but there are 3 main components that you need in your planning system. The first thing is you need a monthly calendar. You have to have a monthly calendar to house all of your events in your life, appointments coming up, things like that. And then you also need a weekly planner so that you know where you need to be, what you need to do. A weekly planner at a glance so you can see what's coming up, what you've got going on. And then you need a daily to-do list. You need to work from a to-do list so that you don't forget things that need to get done. That's where you really prioritize what you need to do to be productive. So 3 things: monthly calendar, weekly planner, daily to-do list. I believe in blocking out your time and working from a list, but I understand time blocking for them is not necessary, and I totally get that. So you'll have 3 different weekly options. So you've got the time blocking, where you have time blocking space. Everything I do is undated. I have not decided if we'll do dated for 2025. We'll see. But for what we're doing now, everything is undated. So you can start whenever you want. I feel there's a lot less waste with undated planning. So you're going to have a time blocking weekly planner, vertical planner, and then horizontal weekly planner. And then you'll have a couple different options for what your daily to-do list will look like. It can be a half page, couple different options there, or it can be the full page, which looks like this, but will fit for your binder. So for those of you who like our current system, our current planning system for the Clipfolios, you're going to love this vertical planner because it's basically the same thing. We've got boxes down here for your trackers. You've got a place move to next week. Like all of the same things are here. And then you'll have the option for this, or you can do the way that I'm doing it now and just using kind of like a running to-do list. And then each day I write out the things that I want to get done that day. So it's just an extra level of productivity. And then I've got this page turner, which I love, and we'll sell those on the site as well. I had my printer print out this gray sheet for me so that I would know when I write a certain gray, what does that look like when he prints it out? Because it is different than what it looks like when I print it out. So when I print things, this is the shade that it prints, but when he prints it, it's just slightly different. Now, in some instances, it's not a big deal, but in some instances, it's a really big deal, and there's a big difference between what it looks like. So I wanted to know exactly when he prints something, what does that gray look like? Because I have learned the hard way that sometimes it is not the same, and something that I think is going to be really light ends up being too dark. So I've got this gray sheet, and so what I've done is I'm going in and I'm graying out all of what I've already created. So for example, this is the weekly inserts, the time blocking, the ones I just showed you. And this is, let's see, wherever I have gray, I've gone in and I have recolored everything. I've done that for this one. I need to go in. This is what the weekly horizontal looks like. They look like that. So good. And again, you still have your trackers. You've got place for some extra things. But again, look at, like, that's gonna be way too dark. So I need to re-gray that. And then we've also got just the regular vertical, which looks like this. So you don't need time blocking. There's no lines there. You just write in whatever's going on. We also have, let's see, here is the daily to do, which is basically exactly what we already have. Right here. There you go. So it basically looks exactly like this. I've reformatted it to the A5 size, so we're good there. I already see where I need to fix. You can see how the black line goes all the way up to the top, but it doesn't here or here. So it's little attention to detail, things like that, that I need to fix before, obviously, we send these to the big printer. By the way, how amazing is this keyboard? Amazon. It was like $30. It's my favorite thing. And I don't want to hit anything, but it's the kind of keyboards that are like the clackety sounding keypads. Oh, love, 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 love. This looks good to me. I like it. I like the light shading here. Yeah, these look great. All right, looks good. Now I always like to print it out on my end first so that I know that I have everything in the right order. Okay. And this one goes in the back, goes here. Then we have a full insert pack here. This is the horizontal A56 ring. Each insert pack has just a little bit of a blurb of the different sections, things like that. And then you jump right in to the planner itself. Love that. And then time to reorder. So this one is ready. So now I need to do exactly what I just did for the rest of the insert packs. But if you're curious to know, look at so many insert pack options. There are so many of them and I cannot wait to create them. But this is definitely not first launch. This is over time. I don't know, maybe release a couple every month or something like that. But we have lots of different things. We've got, I want an insert for medical stuff, holiday planning, gifting ideas, a content planner, maybe a business planner, projecting sheets, travel vacation planning, master to-do list, vision statements, self-care, memory keepers. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. So you really are truly going to be able to create a planner that you have curated, has all the sections that you want and need. So it's gonna be amazing. I do need to run a couple of errands because I need to get a big box because Charlani has ordered several Clipfolio and planning systems. She's using them as graduation gifts, which I'm like, brilliant. So I need to get a bigger box so I can ship everything out in one box. So I'm gonna go and head out and do that because I wanna knock that out. And then I think I'm gonna pop into urgent care, see how long the wait is, and maybe stay and see if they can give me some antibiotics because I cannot have this happening. I don't have time for this. This is not something that I want to prioritize in my life right now. So prioritizing going to urgent care so I don't have to deal with this. This room feels a bit dramatic for what I'm feeling. But here we are. I'm still recovering from the swab up the nose, but swab for strep, flu, COVID. So fingers crossed, it's a deal-withable one. Totally brought my planner and look at, I forgot my pen. Dang it. All right, we are on our way to go get a box now. But I wanted to knock that out because I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. But so bronchitis, I have all the things. She's giving me a Z-Pack, some other stuff, bunch of things. I told her, I said, I can't be sick this weekend. I have lots of things to do. I got a steroid injection, a steroid shot. So I should be good to go. I'm so glad I came in though, and we are attacking it. So, cause you know, I don't have time to be sick. I just don't. All right, let's go get some more things done. We are home now. I have my meds right here. I have Mucinex right here. I got the steroid shot in my booty, which is so sore and tender right now. It hurts pretty significantly. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. We got the box so I can go ahead and pack up a few orders. And then what else did I do? Oh, and so I got that box at the UPS store, and I also was able to drop off my Amazon returns. So I felt like 2 birds, 1 stone. That was amazing. Got the medication, also went to Panera because she said things that will not be scratchy on my throat. So I went and got tomato basil soup. This is like my favorite. So Rob and I can have this tonight. I got also some French bread. Dinner for tonight, we are set. Medications, we are set. So bronchitis, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Meds taken. All right, guys, I am done for the day. In fact, we actually have to live stream here, but it's going to be a somewhat short one tonight. And we already know I'm not going to talk all that much because that was one of the things she said, was try and keep the aggravation to the throat to a minimum if you want it to heal quicker. So I am heeding that warning, but I'm done for the day and I feel really good. I have set our launch date for the binders. It's going to be Saturday, July 13th. After looking at the calendar and just knowing how much time I have, the travel I have coming up, I want to get the launch right and I want to be prepared and ready, and I want to give myself enough time to where I'm not completely stressed out about it. So July 13th, Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Time is the magical day, the magical time that our binders will be launched. I'm very, very excited about it. If you're not following me over on my Instagram, both at Charlani Everyday in Instagram and Live Happy Label on Instagram, I'm posting to both of those, so get your sneak peeks there for sure. I just posted the launch date there in the grid posts. I also created some posts for my stories. Now it's just a matter of all the behind the scenes, the taking the product photos and pricing and all that good stuff. All the back end things are gonna happen. So thanks again so much for joining me today. We'll see you soon. Bye guys.